Daniel, thank you very much indeed for having us. I suppose my first question is, why did Spurs need a new stadium?
We wanted to build a new stadium in order to satisfy the demand of our global fan base, with over 400 supporter clubs around the world and a waiting list for season tickets approaching 80,000. We needed to find a way where more fans get an opportunity to see a live game. Honestly, I think you can't be a big club and have a small stadium. It's impossible. So it was fundamental for the club's image and brand to have a bigger stadium.
So what was your vision for the stadium?
The vision for the stadium was really based around the fan. And so the stadium design was very much thinking about how can we make it interesting for the fans. And the one thing that is so important is atmosphere, feeling close to the players. So we spent a lot of time and with a lot of good engineers to design a stadium which was, really had the atmosphere at its heart. When I first came to my first match at the old stadium, I think I was probably 8 years old. It was a game against QPR, and I remember coming with my great uncle and in the stands in those days, and it struck me the noise. It was that excitement, and when you build a bigger stadium, to recreate that is really difficult. So I think we've done a pretty good job in doing that. I think the South Stand is something that's quite unique, and so I get a buzz when all the fans are singing, and you really feel it.
I mean, what you've achieved is incredible. What about that building process? What was that like?
The building process, I would say, on a building of this scale, overall I think went pretty well. We were a little bit later than we thought, but that's not surprising when you have a building of this complexity. So I think the design of this stadium was complicated. I can give you an example, say the roof. We didn't want to have a roof that discoloured over time because of the sun, and we said we wanted a glass roof. We were told it's not possible to have a glass roof. We said, well, we want a glass roof, find a way for us to have a glass roof. And we eventually found a company that agreed to do it and could design it. So we kept challenging, and I think the architects, although we were probably a difficult client, I think they quite enjoyed the challenge. And the accolades since, we've won over 20 awards for the stadium. So I think it was difficult, it was challenging, but I think the result has been worthwhile.
That first match must have been incredible for you.
When we first played our opening game here, I think what I was looking for was the fan reaction. I wanted the fans to feel proud that they were coming back to their home, and we certainly got a great reaction. I think we also had a local choir here, which was from the local community, and that was also very nice because the link with the community is really important. We're the biggest employer in the area, and if we do well, hopefully lots of the local businesses also do well. So, and we put a smile on people's faces when we win. So it's important that they enjoy everything that we're doing, and we take the regeneration of everything around us something very seriously as a club.
And when you look around, how pleased are you with the final stadium?
I'm pleased with the stadium, actually, but it's not about me. It's about everybody else. It's the fans when they come to the stadium. That's probably a question we need to ask all of them, but I would say the fact that we managed to fill the stadium for every game, they're obviously pleased with the venue, but I think it's for everyone else to judge that.